honestly, it's been the best 3 hours of golf I've had, well, probably ever.
Awesome.
I would say, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Really enjoyed it. From being self-taught to being taught, you know, you got to take it to this, and then you got to hit it at whatever it is in the arc.
Yeah.
And it just got too much for me.
Yeah. And it becomes playing golf swing, not golf.
That's where I got really stuck.
You start to become so disconnected from what you're trying to do.
Yeah, totally.
And you feel for a golf shot just disappears, and you feel for your golf swing disappears because, like you say, you're just trying to hit positions, and it's taking you into a place where you're starting to overanalyze your movement, and you're thinking like a real technical kind of golf coach, yet you're trying to play the game.
Yeah.
So you spend your round of golf thinking about your golf swing.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing.
Whereas every sport you play, you think you're immersed in the game.
In the target, yeah.
If you throw something,
yeah,
it's going to look like this.
Yeah.
If you take a snapshot there, but it's actually doing this.
Yes.
But at the moment, you could take a picture there, and it looks brilliant.
Yeah.
There was no intention to do this. What we're doing is we're drawing this out the system naturally.
Right.
It emerges, and then you go, oh, this is happening, that's happening. It's like, but we're going to measure it, and basically what we're doing is we're fast tracking the whole thing. All I'm doing is creating an environment where you're just experiencing the potential you've got, and you can just start to piece it together through the intention of the task.
Right.
But we're also going to, like I say, catalyse it with pressure plate data and some feedback. So you can use the feedback to actually support your learning development. We're always essentially sabotaging ourselves because we're always thinking about what we're not doing right, and I've got to do this and I've got to do that, and all the swing,
That's me.
It's all of us pretty much. And the golf swing just becomes a kind of a model in your mind, hitting balls and just essentially practicing to get worse.
Which I think I've done for quite a long time.
Your body's trying to swing a different way to how you swing.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much for most of us. Shift into the ball of the foot. You've got some torque. It all looks nice. You're loading into the floor. And aesthetically, it's one of those things where everyone says you've got a great looking swing. Everyone says, oh, you swing it great. And you do. But
I miss it left
there's
after
some
time.
fundamental stuff going off.
Yeah.
You've definitely spent time checking your backswing. Because see this stalling of the pressure here. You'll often see blocks in flow from periods or events in your swing that you've been checking.
Yeah.
Your body's been so used to being static.
Okay.
So these things should be a product of just the dynamics of the swing, but you've been kind of artificially checking them and trying to create them intentionally. So somewhere like this, for example, as soon as it starts getting, I'd say there is what you've checked that area a lot, okay, and then there, as you set it, you see, it's stalling. That should already be off and gone, and it's getting stalled because, like you alluded to it earlier, you've checked this, and your pressure's just being used to getting stuck there. So your body's just habitualised to this pressure movement when you do this because that's what you've been training. The thing is that this cocking of the wrist, this should be a reaction to you moving.
Right.
The other way.
That's not what I've practiced.
But you've practiced being here and doing this.
I've practiced with a like this.
Yeah.
Okay, get it set.
Exactly. So you've been in this place. Pressure's probably been here, stagnant there.
Yeah.
And you've been there, checking it.
Yeah.
You've gone back again.
Yeah.
You've done this again. And then you're going to swing. And your body's just reproducing probably the 1,000 reps, 10,000 reps, 20,000 reps or more that you've been doing this. It messes your timing out because that should be moving and it's not. So
really?
Things are moving, but your pressure's not. So suddenly now your pressure starts moving early.
Yeah.
So look, your pressure goes first. This is the bit you've not probably trained. The bit you've got a little shift forward. Notice that little pressure shift forward?
Yeah.
You'll be unaware of that.
Okay.
But that's natural.
Right.
And then your pressure shifts quickly back. And now you should start to go with the flow of it, but then it stops.
Right.
Now the problem is it stops, but you don't. So you carry on with your arms, but now look, it's stopped. But you're moving.
Okay.
So now you're doing this through tension into the system. If I want to swing my arms that way, I can shift my mass that way and change direction quick, and I get my arms to swing that way without me even thinking about it. Or I have to do this.
Okay. Do that again.
So don't worry, you'll be doing this later and all this kind of stuff.
Okay.
But if I just shift pressure that way and then go back again, so literally I just bounce from that leg to that leg.
Okay, yeah.
Swing because it's a counter motion. So as long as I get myself in motion,
Yeah.
and then I quickly change direction, I get more swing of the arms this way. If that's got a weight on the end, basically it's my levers swinging, and suddenly I'm loading the shaft. I'm already forward, so then I can start to load and do what I want.
Okay.
But the problem is your motion is overtaking the shifting of the pressure. If this is all unstable, this has to become more rigid.
Right.
So it just creates more and more tension in the system. Yeah. Again, it looks nice, but the underlying function, we're going to tap into that and you're going to start to recognise it. So pressure needs to be shifting. We need to be using the dynamics of the pressure shift for the body to react to. And we need to open up these joints to let them react to this pressure shift. And then we can start to sequence. And that's before we start thinking about what we do in the golf club. You're not going to have to think about positions. In fact, it's going to be the complete opposite.
Okay.
What's going to be challenging is moving fast enough.
You know what's really frustrating is all these years of trying to hit positions, I'm sure has probably then undone a lot of the natural...
I don't like to get contentious with stuff, and there is a but there, but come in. But the thing is like all these analogies of moving, like certain coaches have got ideas of how the body moves and stuff, it doesn't work like that. So trying to create kind of certain movements, I'm not saying it's not true, but your right knee doesn't know what your left hip's doing, or your left hip. It's like you're not moving from one leg to one, from there to there, there to there. That's just a concept in your mind.
Right.
That doesn't know what that's doing. So why try and create a concept of positioning this to this and acting this to this to this? It's like if you throw a ball, you're not thinking about how your shin's working with your right, left shin, right knee and all that. There are benefits and truths in all that stuff. It's all down to interpretation.
Yeah.
So some people will do it and they'll be like, they might start moving really well, but there's other people who it might not respond to. And it's likewise with this. This might help people and might not, but I'm not really telling you how to move. I'm just telling you how your body can move.
Yeah.
And then you can start to recognise how to use it.
Yeah, fantastic.
So we need to go on the balance pads. So it should lift you up. It should pop you up as you go onto your toes. That's it. Perfect. Good. Now side to side. Just the ankles. Now bend your knees, Andy, and just let's make some circles and go around the balance pads. Now as you go forward, you're going like this. What I want you to do is do the opposite. I want you to go down and you'll stick your backside out as if you're squatting, knees over toes. So you'll go knees over toes and stick your backside out as you go. So you squat, that's it, so you go down, that's it, you go down, round and forward, back, round and up. That's it, perfect. Standing straight, just twist your hips. That'll do, that's good. Now walking, back and forth, and now use the walking to twist the hips, twist the belt buckle. So let your knees collapse, let your knee collapse to let your hips twist. So think of going back and forth, toe to heel to twist your hips, that's it. And let your belt buckle really twist with it.
So back?
Yeah, use your belt buckle, that's it. Perfect, so you push off your right toe, it twists you that way, push off your left toe, twist you that way. Good. Just put your fingers out like this and look at your fingers, they must not move, now do it, so you can disassociate. Perfect, they shouldn't move. Wow. It'll be weird.
It is weird.
You'll find your finger wants to help you move. There should be no influence of your rotation on that, but your body map, because you've been so used to moving everything together, it's using your hands for your feet. Look, you see your left finger wants to help you.
It does, yeah, it does, it's pushing in.
But this is part of a rewiring process.
God, yeah.
It's
doing that.
That's a reflexive movement. Step off for me, step forward and do the same thing. Really, so you can twist using the grip. Now really twist your hips. There you go. Different feeling?
Yeah, big time. It feels like that's just going back, which it never feels like it's going back.
Just step on the pressure plate for me. You see how you're moving pressure?
Yeah.
Up and down, back, forward and back, should I say? And that's, when it's in a position, it's creating torque. Essentially a linear force is creating rotation. That's what it's supposed to do. So now what we want to do is we want to use that to swing our arms. So now, swing your arms with the rotation. The arms just go back and forth. So, ready? So when we twist to the right, we swing the arms this way.
Oh, okay. So there?
Yep, and then the other way. Good, but your arms just go back and forth. So, yeah. So your arms swing back and forth, twist to me. But you separate, so you're separating your arms from your rib cage, so your rib cage fully rotates, your shoulders, but look, your arms still travel back and forth.
You've lost me here.
So look, so we're separating, not this.
Ah.
So the arms aren't moving with the body.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's just separating, so it's like your arms are on rails going, they're tracking back and forth like pendulums, swinging from your shoulders.
Yeah.
So it's like brushing your legs.
Yeah, okay.
That's better. Yeah. So your arms can swing freely from your torso. That's lovely. Feeling?
Yeah, big time.
So we're just opening up the rotation of the body. There you go. Nice, perfect. It throws the club.
Yeah.
You'd have to worry about setting the wrist. It does it for you.
You can hear it swishing.
Yeah, different feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well done.
Really different
awesome.
feeling.
So we're going to just do a 1, 2, 3, 4 exercise. So your 1 is just going to be a push off. 1, 2, 3. There's your push off on 4. Then you'll feel your snap release just momentarily after.
1. Okay. Got
So
it.
you're still going back.
Still going back.
As you're into your 3.
Yeah.
You'll be so far forward on it.
And then.
Which now allows you to push off.
Just let that.
Just let it go then.
Okay. Yeah. So you're on the back foot, and then you
go forward on 1.
1.
That's it. 2. Then drop into 3. And then you spring to play it on 4. Yeah. Yeah, that was fantastic. Well done. It's good.
Oh, Scotty Scheffler at the end of that.
Yeah. And again. Nice. That was beautiful. Well done. Now, what's going to stop your face rotation? If you love the coaching and want to experience the effects of the training that you see with our pupils, you can purchase the GRFI system yourself by following the link in the video description. You'll get all the equipment and a 2-hour download covering all the fundamentals, exploring your movement and how you can use the ground and create those all-important ground reaction forces and transfer them through to club head speed and experience the gains that you're seeing in the videos. It's probably not excessive, it's just happening earlier.
Yeah,
is the push off and the continuation of the pivot of the body,
right.
And that releases the club later. You could be doing that at home on your GRF now.
Right, yeah.
So this is all dry exercises you could just be doing, or even better, with an air ball in the back garden.
I've got a net actually.
Oh, if you've got a net,
yeah.
Wow, even better, so you can be hitting balls and then your body's getting used to the striking of it.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, it looks totally different, doesn't it?
Look at that, the club's getting thrown, you're hanging back. It's not
that's ridiculous.
You can tell which one's going to compress the golf ball.
It's like night and day, isn't it?
It literally is night and day.
Yeah.
We're going to put this under your left foot where you'd push off from.
Okay.
And what you can do, you can do a step drill. That's your 3. And then you're going to push off. Now, when you push off, you've got to push off the dome. You've got to move fully off it into your heel.
Okay.
So you're going to push off and let it reform quick. So what squashes it is your 3, your body weight.
Then you push off and...
Now you've got to get off it quick.
Right.
By extending the leg and you'll get off it. Okay, so you're on it with your body weight and then off it, you'll feel it. So left foot. It's going to be roughly around there, but wherever you need it to be to push off from. Yeah. As if you're trying to rip the carpet.
Yeah, backwards.
That direction. Perfect.
Okay.
That was a nice firing of the hips. You rip that foot back, you get all that for free.
But that's a table tennis shot for me. So if I was playing a table tennis shot, I would go there like that.
Perfect.
If you said to me hit a forehand topspin, I immediately would I'd fall. I just know what I'd do.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be thinking about it. My body would just right, okay, well you're springing and you're moving your legs. Stand over a golf shot and I'm like, right, I've got to get up to there and then drop it on the inside and, I don't move like I would hit a table tennis shot.
Earlier, so that's what I want.
That's what you want?
Yeah. That's exactly
Well,
what
that's
I want.
easy.
Yeah.
I can do that.
There you go.
Seriously?
So that's your 3 and 4, yeah. Yeah.
So all those years of kind of in there and then...
Yeah, you just probably don't need to be
that way
as
so much.
tilted because you're going down, not up.
Okay.
So you imagine you're hitting a table tennis shot, into the ground on your 3. Yeah, that's better.
Cool.
That was awesome.
Bullet straight, yeah.
That was a beautiful shot. It's beautiful. Very, very nice. You've got a fantastic movement.
Feels so much more powerful.
Yeah, it looks awesome, by the way. Look at this. This is compressed, ready to push off and decompress and fire your sequence. Watch this left foot action, ready? Watch this. Braced. It's been asked to do something now.
Yeah, I can feel it.
There, look, it braced. You're going that way.
And the club's
and the
coming.
club swings out. using centrifugal force. So you've got to oppose the direction the club swings. That's what keeps the swing out to the right. Otherwise, the club takes over and you're now tensioned to stop it going left.
Yeah.
Whereas you can let that club just fling out to the right, you see, so you can freewheel it and not worry about your pull draws as much.
Okay.
Yes, that's why you need that's brilliant.
Blimey, okay.
That is awesome. And you're so balanced, you see, because you're shifting, pushing back, pivoting, and that's getting thrown, but you're counterbalancing it.
Yeah, that felt great.
Awesome.
I fell back a bit, but it felt...
That's not a bad thing, because you push back, you see.
Yeah.
There's a difference between falling back and pushing yourself back.
Yes.
A push back means you've gone forward to push back. Falling back is hanging back.
Right.
So if you don't feel an active push off there, then you've not loaded, you've not gone forward, you've just fallen back, that's hanging back, that's the flip. But you went forward, and then you push back, and that fires your pivot, and that's why you got a good shot, because you rotated and you released it. Nice. That was beautiful. Well done.
Good one to finish on.
See how the club's going back as you drop in?
Yeah.
Look at that. Loading the system, loading the chain, pushing off, and a nice finish. So much better, cleaner, nice push off, different golf swing. This is what we want to sharpen up the 3 to the 4, but that's work in progress. But the thing is now you've got some kind of foundation to work from that's got some relevance to what you're doing and to the feelings you're associating with it.
Honestly, it's been the best 3 hours of golf I've had, well, probably ever,
awesome.
I would say. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Really enjoyed it.
Thanks, that's awesome, Andy. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
It is quite a revelation to actually...
Thanks, mate.
Yeah,
Thank
it's brilliant.
Well done. No, I loved it. It's great.
I mean, just that idea of doing from there to there is like, I've never done that.
No.
I kind of go, right, get to there, then I'll set it, and then I'll just turn my shoulders.
Look how redundant all that is.
And then I've been doing this freaking drill of the axe thing, and you get into there, that turn. Okay, well, you've got a brilliant position, and then you keep the hands in ahead of the club. Okay, I'm doing that, and then you kind of knock in. Have you seen that axe thing?
Yeah, I've done it in the past myself.
And you're like, okay, well, that feels good.
I don't disagree with it. It's like, but it's kind of.
I mean, if I could do that repeatedly, then kind of.
You see, that's not how it's produced.
No.
Think of any other sport. It's like turning your table tennis back round and going, right, you need to practice like this to square it to do that. It's like you practice with the way you're supposed to use it and just get good at using it.
Yeah.
So how do I need to get, well, I need to practice and play and get used to how I use my body.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is because this is all the end of the chain stuff.
Yeah.
This is not the start of it.
Yeah.
This is the end. So all this stuff is reacting
to that. Yeah.
Today's just the start of you now taking this, elevating your level of awareness, and then fine tuning your movement, and then we can push on from here as well. Then.
Yeah, it's confidence for me because I know I keep going back to it, but if I had to hit a little forehand, I'd bend and I'd hit it. If I had to hit a real big forehand loop, I'd be there.
There you go.
And then I'd push like hell to get the top over it, which is the same as you're basically...
It's exactly the same. Look where you're going. You're going back.
Yeah. Which is like, I know how to play ping pong.
Yeah.
I could do that bit.
And it's the same. So you're joining the dots between the training system and the golf swing, as opposed to learning golf swing.
Yeah.
And not using your understanding of how you play natural ball sports naturally.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So you join the dots, you see. So this is where you lead yourself in terms of your coaching. That's why you need to just keep videoing it.
Right, okay. Fantastic.
Right.
Love it.
Thanks again, mate.
Yeah, all the best.
Brilliant. Looking forward to seeing the progress.
Mid-hearts, here we come.
Exactly, yeah.
Or West Hearts even.
What we'll do is, that's perfect, because you see now we've got some...